Hermione Jean Granger is a strong, intelligent, muggle-born witch we have all come to know over the course of 7 books. A little fact that's often overlooked is that she's one of the oldest students in her class. She was born on September 19th, 1979, meaning she turns 12 within the first month of classes. As Hermione progresses to her 3rd year at Hogwarts, her academic choices become more complex. Utilizing a Timeturner, she manages to attend all 12 courses available for 3rd years, a feat most students her age would find challenging, as they typically only take 9 courses. This raises the question of how much she ages using the Timeturner. There are a couple of factors we need to look into. How long is the school year? How much time is spent away for holidays? How long are classes? How many times do you attend a class in a week? And when did Hermione drop divination? With a page of scribbled notes, I think I figured it out, or at least come close to the right answer based on all the information provided in the book. So let's start by determining the length of the school year. We know that school always starts on September 1st. The best information about when the school year ends comes from Goblet of Fire. It states that the 3rd task of the Tri-Wizard Tournament will take place on June 24th, which is a week before the end of term. With this, I think it's safe to say classes go through June 30th. September through June would be 43 weeks. Now, we need to subtract the holidays. Being a British school, I figured the holidays might be different than here in the US, so I did some checking. From what I found, it looks like there are 2 weeks off for Christmas or winter holiday, and another 2 weeks off for Easter. That would leave classes at Hogwarts lasting around 39 weeks. Now, how long are students in a class? The book states that classes start at 9 and 1, with a lunch in between. Also, on the first day of classes in the 3rd year, the schedule has divination, transfiguration, lunch, and then care of magical creatures. My assumption is that the classes would be 90 minutes, or if it's a double, it would be 180 minutes. So a typical day might look like 9 to 10:30 in class, 10:30 to 10:45 break, 10:45 to 12:15 class, 12:15 to 1 p.m. lunch, 1 to 2:30 class, 2:30 to 2:45 break, 3 to 4:30 class, and then there's the random astronomy class that happens at midnight. When figuring out how often a class is attended in the week, I will focus on the electives since the core classes take place anywhere between 1 and 3 sessions a week. In Prisoner of Azkaban, we see 1 day with divination and care of magical creatures paired up with transfiguration, and on another day paired with charms. So let's go with electives having 2 weekly sessions. Hermione is taking an additional 3 electives totaling 5, compared to Ron and Harry taking 2. So let's do some math here. We have 1.5 hours twice a week is 3 hours, and those 3 hours times 3 classes is 9 hours. So each week, Hermione uses the Timeturner. She is going back 9 hours. Hermione drops both divination and Muggle studies, but we know she drops Muggle studies after exams, meaning she completed the year and is dropping it off of her next year course list. So when did Hermione drop divination? Professor Trelawney makes the prediction. Unfortunately, classes will be disrupted in February by nasty bataflu. I myself will lose my voice, and around Easter, one of our number will leave us forever. Fast forward in time, Professor Trelawney will go on to tell Hermione that she doesn't have what the noble art of divination requires, which causes Hermione to storm out of class and drop it for good. Lavender Brown seemed excited that the prediction Trelawney had made months before had come true. We know it was right before Easter, as a few paragraphs later, it's Easter break. Now, Easter is one of those moving holidays. It's not always the same day each year. Sometimes it's in March, sometimes it's in mid-April, but on average, it's near the end of March or early April, putting in about 30 weeks into the school year. All right, now it's time for more math. We have 30 weeks minus 2 weeks for Christmas holiday is 28. 9 hours times 28 weeks is 252 hours. 39 weeks minus 28 weeks is 11 weeks. 6 hours times 11 weeks is 66 hours. 3 turns for 3 hours to save Sirius and Buckbeak. Hermione does fall asleep in the common room, missing 1 class or an hour and a half. 252 plus 66 plus 3 minus an hour and a half is 319 and a half hours. This means Hermione is roughly 13 and a half days older. This is assuming that you can do half turns on the Timeturner. Now, if she can only do a full turn, meaning turning back 2 hours instead of an hour and a half, that's more math. So 2 hours times 2 sessions is 4 hours. 4 hours times 3 classes is 12 hours. 12 hours times 28 weeks is 366. 8 hours times 11 weeks is 88 hours. Plus 3 hours and minus 2 hours is 1 hour. So we have 336 plus 88 plus 1 is 425 hours, or just a few hours shy of 18 days. So in total, Hermione ages between 13 and 18 days, helps Hagrid with his appeal, goes through the terror of the Whomping Willow and Shrieking Shack events, and helps save Sirius Black and Buckbeak. After all of that, she turns in the Timeturner because she can't handle another year like that. But maybe a year like this helped keep her more level-headed with the unknowing rough times ahead for her, Ron, and Harry. Reaching the end of this video, we now have a good idea of how much Hermione aged using the Timeturner. Thank you for listening, and if you enjoyed this video and want to support the channel, please consider giving a like or drop a comment. You can also subscribe for more videos. I'll be back again soon with another video, but until then, keep enjoying the magic.